Hi, thank you for being here to Take 10. In today's practice, we're going to be focused on getting a flow for the lower back. We're going to get started in child's pose. I'll meet you there. So separate your knees out wide, big toes to touch, and set your hips back onto your heels, stretching your arms out long in front of you, finding a little restoration for the lower back and for the entire spine here at the beginning as we take 3 nice, long, slow breaths. Trying to make the inhales and the exhales the same length. Noticing any specific sensations around the lower back or the hip area. Keeping the hips as they are, walk the hands off the mat and over to the right. Reaching a little farther with the left hand, getting into the left side body. 3 breaths here. Keep rooting down through that left hip. Bottom of the exhale, walk the hands back through center and over to the left, reaching a little farther with the right hand, staying rooted through the right hip. 3 breaths. So just taking a little time here to bring the mind and the body in connection through the awareness with the breath. Bring the hands back through center. On your inhale, you're going to shift forward into a cow pose, so dropping the heart, or dropping the belly, lifting the heart, and then exhale, pull back for your Balasana, child's pose. We'll just do 2 more like that. Inhale, come forward into cow. Exhale, back, Balasana, child's pose. Last one here. Inhale, come forward into your cow, and then tuck the toes underneath and come back into a down dog, Adha Mukha Svanasana. From here, take a big breath in. Exhale, and walk your hands back halfway in between your feet, and then set your hips as low as your knees, and your chest is setting on your lap. And then from here, walk your hands back to your feet. And then roll the shoulder blades back, but your belly is still sitting on your lap. And then reach the hands back behind you as if you're squeezing something in between the palms. 3 breaths here. Hips really low. Keep pulling the heart forward. This helps pull the tailbone down and gets a little bit of more length in that lower back. And then reach the arms forward. I know the quads are burning. Stay with it. 3 breaths. Keep pressing into the heels. You can do it. Last breath. Stay low in the legs, but lift the torso up off the lap, and then tuck the tailbone underneath and lift up through the navel. 3 breaths here. Definitely feeling this in the thighs. Last breath. Inhale, straighten the legs. Maybe take a gentle back bend, and then exhale, hands come down by your side. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, maybe taking that gentle back bend if that feels okay. Exhale as you fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. And then on your exhale, walk your hands out long, or walk your hands back out, and then lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes, bring the hands out wider than the shoulders, a little bit in front of you, come up onto the fingertips. Roll the shoulder heads back. And then pull the heart forward. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Press the tops of the feet into the ground. And this variation of cobra pose with the arms a little wider helps provide a little more space for the lower back. Then lay the chest down. Press the hands back next to the ribs and push back into a child's pose. All right, we're doing that same sequence here, but just with 2 breaths. So hold a breath in and out. 1 more. We're going to skip the going to each side. So inhale, come forward into a cow pose. Exhale, push back, Balasana. Inhale for cow. Exhale for child's. Inhale for cow, and then tuck the toes underneath, lift up into down dog. Walk the hands back halfway, set the bum down low in line with the knees, setting the chest on the lap. Walk the hands back to the feet, roll the shoulder heads back, finding length through the lower back. Lift the arms back behind you, 2 breaths. Strong through the legs. Reach the arms out long in front of you, 2 breaths. Stay low in the legs, lift the torso, and then tuck the tailbone, lift the navel, 2 breaths. Inhale, stand, maybe with gentle back bend. Exhale, hands down by the side. Inhale, reach the arms up, maybe gentle back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk the hands out into a plank pose. And then on your exhale, you're gonna lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes, reach the arms out and in front of you, propping up onto your fingertips, roll the shoulder heads back, lift up into your cobra variation here, 2 breaths. Keep pulling the heart forward and smiling, the shoulders open. Last one. Lower the chest back down, replace the hands next to the ribs, push up and back into Balasana, child's pose. Moving on to 1 breath per movement or per asana. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, coming into cow. Exhale, push back, Balasana, child's pose. Inhale, coming into cow. Exhale, tuck the toes underneath, pushing back into your down dog. Walk the hands back halfway, sit the bum low in line with the knees. Walk the hands back to the feet, roll the shoulder heads up, reach the arms back behind you, 1 breath. Reach the arms out long in front of you, 1 breath. Reach the arms up overhead, tuck the tailbone, lift up through the navel, 1 breath. Inhale, rise, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands down by the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, coming into a plank and lowering all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes, arms out wide and in front of you. Roll the shoulder heads back. 1 breath. And then lay the chest back down, hands next to your side. Push back into your Balasana. Take 1 breath here. And then from here, come to sit up on your knees and roll over the knees in any way that feels good for you. We're gonna get a little twist here for the lower back. So stick your legs out long in front of you. And then you're gonna take your right leg and cross it over your left, so the sole of the foot is on the outside of the left knee. You're going to rotate your right shoulder back, take your left hand to the outside of that right knee and pull it towards your left armpit. And then from here, keeping both sits bones on the ground, keep the left foot flexed. Rather than reaching the hand back behind you, reach it out and away from you at a diagonal, and then try to pull your heart towards that right hand that's reaching away from you at a diagonal as you keep trying to pull that right knee towards your left armpit. Good, and we're gonna take 3 slow, deep breaths here. Hopefully you're feeling some release in the lower back. I know that I definitely am. And then walk that right hand back in, unwind yourself, and we'll move right onto the left side. So cross the left foot over the right knee, reach around and over to your left, and then take the right hand to the outside of the left knee, pull it towards your right armpit, reach towards the back left corner of your mat here, and then keep trying to pull the heart towards the left hand. Keep pulling that right knee, or sorry, the left knee towards the right armpit, and hold here for 3 breaths. We're doing a lot of pushing and pulling, so with each breath, noticing if you can soften and just let yourself kind of slowly glide into the benefits without so much pushing. And then coming back up through center. The last thing we're going to do here is some spinal twists with breath. So cross the right leg in front of the left, and then bring your hands to your shoulders, elbows out wide. So with your right leg in front, you're going to inhale as you twist over to the right, exhale to the left. We're just going to go 10 times. Then keep the hands on the shoulders. Switch the crossing of the legs, so the left leg is in front, and then we switch the breath with that as well. So inhale to the left, exhale to the right, 10 times. Here we go. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale as you cactus the arms, pull the heart forward, and then place the hands back behind you, fingertips facing you. Lift up through the chest and drop the head back behind you. Inhale through the nose. Stick the tongue out and exhale. Inhale, lift the chest back up. Pausing here for a moment, noticing how the lower back feels, hopefully a little bit more released and rejuvenated. Thank you very much for practicing here with me again today, and I will see you tomorrow.